Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. I got a private message from a subscriber a few days ago, and I think this would be a really good question to answer for you guys in a video because it addresses a couple of different points. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Alright, let me put my glasses on so I can read this properly. Hi Jason, just wondered if you had any advice for my situation and also may make a good video topic. Recently I injured my shoulder, not training related, and have been unable to train for the past 3 weeks and probably won't be able to train for a few more. What is the best way to hold on to muscle mass while not training? Also, this happened just as I began my first cut. So, should I continue to cut or would this be detrimental to my gains? Went to the gym this week to do legs, but RDLs are out and even squats are causing a lot of pain. Only thing I could do is extensions, curls, and leg press comfortably. What do you reckon? Thanks in advance, Brent. Alright, I want to address a couple different points for you. First of all, if you are injured and you are trying to recover from an injury, the absolute worst thing you can do is to cut. In fact, unless you're serious about some bodybuilding competition to where you're going to make a lot of money on it, if you're just doing a contest prep and you're injured and it's just an amateur show, you're not planning on going pro, I would probably end the contest prep. There's no reason for you to be in a caloric deficit when you're trying to recover from an injury. You need to be at least at maintenance, if not a small surplus, probably closer to maintenance so that you don't gain any fat. And you need to be making sure that you get lots of protein, that you're getting a lot of nutrient-dense food. You need to make sure you have no nutritional deficiencies whatsoever. And you need to be supplying your body with all the building blocks it needs for tissue regeneration and growth. Actually, think of recovering from an injury in some ways as being similar to making gains in terms of muscle. You need to supply nutrients, you need recovery, you need all the things that you need to grow tissue. And if you are in a caloric deficit or you have any nutritional deficiencies, you're going to heal and recover slower. So you're hurting yourself there. Number two, any muscles that you are not able to train, if you are in a caloric deficit and you're not training those muscles, expect those muscles to atrophy far more quickly. Your body is going to use those muscles as a source of fuel. You're actually going to lose a little less fat cutting when you're not training a lot of your major muscle groups because your body can use those as a fuel source instead of your fat tissue to some degree on the same caloric deficit. So no, it's not a good thing at all. You need to drop your cut immediately. Now, as far as the training goes, there's a lot of things you can do with an injured shoulder. Now, you might be able to do the leg presses and other things. You can't squat or do any upper body stuff or even your Romanian deadlifts, but you can do tons of leg pressing. What I would do is I would go into the gym 3 days a week and I would do 8 or 10 sets of leg presses. Tons and tons of leg pressing. You don't have to worry about your upper body recovering or the systematic overload from that. You can let it heal and you can just train the shit out of your legs. Now, I would not do leg extensions. Most strength and conditioning coaches I know personally think leg extensions are garbage. They lead to injuries in the long term. They lead to muscle imbalances. I don't see them as useful for anyone but competitive bodybuilders. If you're not a competitive bodybuilder, I wouldn't do it leg extension. Now, I'm going to get flamed for that a bit, and to those people, all I can say is fuck off. You guys don't know basic physiology. You don't understand muscle balance if you think leg extensions are wonderful and they don't lead to injuries in the long term. Period. So I'm not even going to argue that shit with people. The leg curls are good, and what I would also do, you can do lots of crunches. You're just going to have to find a position to put your hands to where you are not going to aggravate the shoulder. Do lots of crunches, and if you have access to it, hyperextensions and glute ham raises. You should be able to do lots and lots of those after your leg press so that you can build up your lower back and build up your posterior chain more. If you can maintain all of your core and lower back and everything between things like glute ham raises, hyperextensions, and leg presses, you may not lose any performance at all on your squat. You might be able to go right back into squatting what you were after a month of not being able to train it. So you'll be able to maintain a lot better performance when you get back to training. So that would be my advice. That's what I would do personally in this situation. And guys, I will try to get the Gear Talk Q&A cranked out later today, and then the Monday Q&A is on Monday, so this may not be the only video I get up today. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.